Even though it is 8K, everything will be given by your mom. Everything will be managed by your mom. With finance of 100, he spent 2500 worth food. Remember, you may get 10 or 15 mark question on this. What is financial management? What is your requirement? You need to structure how can I borrow, like hello everyone, this is your Adarsh, lecturing Vidhyaashram First Grade College, the Temple of Excellence. So we are in the session 1 of your second unit. So finally we reached unit 2 of your accounting. Now the unit 2, it talks about your financial management. Now what is financial management? Managing your finance, we call it as financial management. Now in this, what you are going to learn? In your second unit, there are only two things you are going to learn. Your second unit is the smallest chapter compared to your syllabus. Now, what you are going to learn in your second unit? In this, we will learn what is financial management and how do we compare with your financial accounting. Now, in this financial management, a key person, we call it as financial manager. The role as well as functions of financial manager. And along with this, we have a ratio analysis. What is ratio analysis? Like, you prepare profit and loss and balance sheet. Just now we completed with that session. Now, once you're done with P&L and balance sheet, you are supposed to compare, like, so what was your last year and what is for the current year? How do you compare? Just with the numbers? But we don't want numbers, we want percentage. Why? Because last year your sale was 1 lakh, profit is 10,000. This year your sale is 2 lakh, your profit is 12,000. Is it good or what? I'll show you with the numbers so that it is easy to understand. Now, last year your sale was 1 lakh and profit is 10,000. This year your profit is 2 lakh, your sale is 15,000. Others, yes, your sale is 3 lakh and your profit is around, yes, 15,000. Now, is it good or bad? So, if you go with numbers like last year it was 10,000, now it is 15,000, you feel that I got 5,000 extra profit. But you never concentrate what was your sale in the last year and what is the sale in the current year. Now the same thing, you feel that we got 5,000 more, but we'll go with the ratio. If you go with the ratio for 1 lakh 10,000 means it is almost 10% profit. For 1 lakh 10,000 means it is almost 10% profit. For 3 lakh 15,000 means it comes around 5% profit. Which is better, last year or current year? Last year was better. Why? Because even though the current year amount is higher, but the percentage of profit last year 10%, this year 5%. Now, so this is all about, we call it as ratio analysis. Like, what is your current ratio, what is your quick ratio, what is your debt equity ratio, and each and everything we will discuss while doing ratio analysis. These two topics comes under your chapter number 2, financial management. Now, your main subject is accountancy or accounting. Under accounting, the first part is financial accounting. We have completed, and the second part we call it as financial management. Now, so what is the agenda for the day? Today's agenda will not work out any problems. We will concentrate theory part. Now, in this, the introduction part we will do. After this, we will go for understand the concept. Once you understood the concept, we'll go for goals of financial management. Now, So, introduction part for your financial management. Now, what is the introduction I can give you for financial management? Along with our, so beside these things, I'll give you simple logic or simple understanding for financial management. Like, you can take example of your mother. Like, so maybe the salary 10 or 20,000 what your father earns. I'm giving example. Now, out of 20,000 what your father does? Out of 20,000 he will give 12,000 to your mom. Out of 20,000 whatever he earns, 12,000 he will give it to your mom. In this 12,000 what your mom supposed to do? She has to maintain house for 1 month. Out of 12 she has to pay rent, she has to buy all the provisions, she has to pay electricity bill, water bill, all the maintenance she has to manage. Now, so in the 12,000, she will manage everything. Now, how does she manage? Like the provisions are available for 5,000. She will find the same provision, same quantity can I get for lesser value. Like she will go for 4 to 5 shops and the 5,000 worth provisions, she get it for 4,000. So, and usually you are getting electricity bill of 1,000. Every month she saves and she uses LED bulb or something. So, 1,000 electricity bill, she made it to 800. Like this, she will manage. Whatever finance given by your dad, your mom will manage. Now, 12,000 because of this COVID or the lockdown, your father earns that 20,000 will become only 15,000. Then your father gives to your mom only 8K. Even though it is 8K, everything will be given by your mom. Everything will be managed by your mom. Even though it is 12, even though it is 8, she will manage accordingly the availability of finance. This is called financial management. Now, we'll go with the meaning. Financial management is concerned with management of fund. It may be defined as acquisition of fund at optimum cost and its utilization. Now, anything which is available for 5,000, yeah, if you are a financial manager, he should check the same quality, same quantity can we get for lesser price anywhere. So, usually you are getting from your friends for 5,000, but if you go outside market, the same thing available for 3,000, then you will go for 3,000 and you will save that 2,000. This is called financial management. Now, cost and utilization with minimum financial risk, and risk must be less. Like if you invest 10,000 in the share market, how much you will get? Double. If you invest the 10,000 in the mutual fund, you will get 10,000 will become 15,000. Same 10,000 you have invested in bank, you will get around 600, 700. Still share market will give you 10,000, means double, but you will go for bank even though it is giving only 600 rupees for 10,000. Why? The reason is very simple, risk free. So just you can blindly you can deposit 10,000 in the bank. After 1 year you can come and you can take your 600. But in share market, the 10,000 whatever you have invested today, after 1 year it may become 30,000 or it may become zero also. That is the logic behind the risk. More if you are ready to take risk, the return will be higher, but it is not compulsory or it is not sure. But if you are taking less risk or zero risk, return will be must, but the quantity or value will be less. Now, control to the financial function, it aims at ensuring that adequate cash in hand to meet the required current and capital expenditure. And whatever fund you have, you cannot spend 100%. Out of whatever 10,000 or 8,000 you have, out of that 1 or 2,000 you have to keep it for emergency. That is called emergency purpose. So that suddenly if you want to purchase something, that amount can be utilized. So everything includes in financial management. Then it facilitates ensuring that significant capital is produced at the minimum cost to maintain adequate cash on hand. Now, at a minimum cost, you have to spend and you have to utilize more. So, this is all about your financial management. Managing your finance is called financial management. Now, so hope you understood what is financial management, but I'll give you extra information about financial management with the help of this image. Now, so there are three things you can see in this picture. One will be what we call it as policeman or cop, and the second person will be the poor fellow. We can call it as beggar, or else we can call him as poor man. Now, and the last part is food. This purely veg, nothing to worry. Now, so we have three things in the picture. One is food, another one is a poor man, and the last pic is a policeman or cop. Now, out of these three, how can we understand financial management? Now, out of this, for example, just assume that he is having only 100 with him. Whatever the collection what he made since last 2 or 3 days. So, he is having how much? 100. Now, he wants to have food in 5-star hotel. Just assume that Radisson Blue. Now, he wanted to have food in 5-star hotel. Now, do you think with this 100 rupees, can he have food in the 5-star hotel? The answer is no, he cannot have. Or 100 rupees is not sufficient to have 5-star food. Now, but with a he knows financial management very well. Just assume that he is good in that. He is expert in that. With 100 rupees, he went to the hotel. Now, he had sufficient food, and finally, once he done with food, what happens? The waiter comes with bill. Now, he is having 100 rupees, but the bill is around 2,500. Now, is it possible to pay? The answer is no. Why? Because with 100 rupees, he cannot pay 2,500. Then what he does? He smiled and he said, I don't have money. Again, I'll repeat. The poor man, he said with the smile, I don't have money. Suddenly what waiter did? He called to policeman. Now, police suddenly came and took this poor man to the jail. Now, in the jail, what happened? The same poor man, he took that 100 rupees and gave to the police. That 100 rupees he bribed to police. Police, what he did, it is simple, as you know. He said, okay, fine, you can go outside. Now, with 100 rupees, he came out. Now, what is the moral of this story? Moral is very simple. What is your financial management? With 100 rupees, with finance of 100, he spent 2,500 worth food. This is called financial management. Your available resource is less, but your benefits are more. This is called, whatever may be the way, he has not paid to the hotel, but he paid to the policeman. But finally what happened? He enjoyed 2,500 worth food by paying only 100. This is called as financial management. Hope you understood what is financial management. Now, the goals of financial management. Remember, you may get 10 or 15 mark question on this. What is financial management? So, in this, profit maximization is the first goal of your financial management. There are two things, wealth maximization, profit maximization. Now, the first part we call it as profit maximization. This is the primemost goal of your financial management. But we have certain loopholes or limitations in profit maximization. What are those? Now, first one, it is a vague. Objective of profit maximization does not clarify what exactly it means. Example, which profit are to be maximized, short run or long run, rate of profit, amount of profit. Now, vague means it is not clear, it is a bias, confusing. Now, so your manager or owner says that this time we should make huge profit, but he will not say that how we should make, but how he will not explain. So in that case you will be in bias that should we raise the price, should we reduce the quality, should we reduce the quantity, or should we higher the rate of per unit. So you will not be clearly explained, but they will say only you have to earn huge profit. That is called the first drawback of this. Second one, it ignores timing. It is only concentrating that we have to earn profit. It will not see whether you have earned that profit in 6 months, you have earned that profit in 3 months, or you have earned that profit in 1 year. They will give you target. You should earn 50,000 profit. So you will not concentrate on timing. You will concentrate only on amount. Now, you take almost 2 years to earn this 50,000. So you have forgotten that, or you have ignored that timings part. That is the second disadvantages. And the third one, it ignores quality aspect. Like, say, for example, you're running a food shop or you're running a food hotel. A hotel for hotel, like you're giving all the food items to the customer. Now, you're charging almost 50 rupees for single dosa. Now, so in this 50 rupees, your cost will be around 30 and 20 will be your profit. Now, what happens? Your owner says that 20 rupees profit is very less. We need more profit. Then what we can do? The price you cannot rise. Why? Because in the same locality, we have many hotels. They are also charging 50. If you make it 60 rupees to increase the profit, you will lose your customer. Then what you will do? Your cost you will reduce to 20. You will make profit of 30. How can you reduce your cost? You used to buy a rice of 35 rupees. Now you have buying 25 rupees. Low quality rice to prepare dosa. Now whatever the ghee or something you are using, butter. So those quality you will reduce. You will go for local vendor. So by reducing quality, you will increase your profit. That is the main disadvantage of your profit maximization. You may think that by reducing profit, reducing quality, I can increase the profit. Answer is yes, you can increase your profit, but this is not for long term. Once customer get to know the quality is not good, next time the same customer will not come. Now, so these are the major disadvantages of your profit maximization. The second part, as I told you, wealth maximization. Now, what do you mean by wealth maximization? Now, in the wealth maximization, shareholders' wealth maximization is a real objective of financial management. Like for your business, there are hundred of people that have invested as shareholder. If you increase their investment, it is nothing but it is called as wealth maximization. So somebody has invested 1 lakh in your company. After 5 years, the 1 lakh has become 2 lakh. Then what will happen? Another 10 members will come and invest in your company. Why? Because your company is giving good returns. That is called wealth maximization. Now, so shareholders wealth maximization also refers to firm value maximization. If the value of shareholders increases or the amount what they have invested, it is doubled, your firm wealth also increases. This is called as wealth maximization. The key areas of your financial management. These are, we call it as key areas of your financial management. Now, which are those? Like, estimating capital requirement. If you are a financial manager, what are the key roles you have to concentrate? Like you have to check what is a capital requirement. Then capital structure. Once you determine what is your requirement, you need to structure how can I borrow. Like just assume that you are starting new business. Now, or else I'll give you a simple example. You wanted to buy a mobile iPhone 12. What is the price of iPhone 12? Right now it is 80 to 85,000. Now, capital requirement means you have to see what is the price of the mobile. So you have determined the price is 80,000. That is called capital requirement. How much fund I need to buy that mobile? First one. Second, capital structure. You have to find how can I buy this. Now, you can assume your dad will give you 10,000, your mom 10,000, your friends some 20,000, your relative around 20,000, 40, 60, 70, and your own money it is 10. So all put together it comes around 40, 60, 70 and 80,000 you got. So 40,000, 50, 60, 70, just your own fund you have 20,000. Now, so this is the second point, capital structure. And the third one, finalizing the choice as the source of finance. Once you have done this, you confirm with everyone and finalize whether they will give or not. And next, deciding the pattern of investment, and you will decide which mobile I should go. The pattern of investment, should I go with the loan, should I go with the direct payment, and what kind of pattern you should go. Next, later, distribution of surplus judicially. So once you have bought your mobile, if you want to sell that, or else if you are selling for higher price, then the surplus will be distributed to whom? All the investors. Then finally, efficient management of cash. If the same mobile you got for 70,000 means balance 10,000, effectively you have to manage. Means, yeah, if you are taken from your friends or outsiders as a loan, you have to pay it back. So this is all about the key areas of financial management. Very important. For 5 marks, you can expect this. Now, so these are the topics we discussed. I'll go back to all the topics so that you can take a screenshot. So this is your introduction part and there is an explanation. Your profit maximization, wealth maximization, your key areas of financial management. Yes, this is all about your today's session. I tried my best to explain you what is financial management. So in the next class, we'll come up with the sources of finance like long term as well as short term. Thank you.